Today we're going to be playing a game of good old Spot the Difference. Shown on screen are two different thumbnails plastered upon two different videos made by two separate creators. The thumbnail on the left was created by MrBeast on the 30th of March 2019 for his video Last to Leave the Tesla Keeps It challenge, which has gained 69.69 million views to date.
Last one of you to leave this car gets to keep it.
The thumbnail on the right was created by a YouTube channel with 10 million subscribers known as the Stokes twins for their video Last to Leave the Tesla with $10,000, posted on the 21st of September 2021, just 1.5 months ago. It gets worse when you realize that not only have the Stokes twins 110% ripped off MrBeast thumbnail style, but if you look closely, you'll notice an unusually placed little Pikachu in the top left-hand corner of both thumbnails, showing that the Stokes twins have simply taken the original thumbnail and photoshopped themselves right over the top. However, this isn't the first time that the Stokes twins have committed such a crime. These guys are certainly repeat offenders. Not only with MrBeast thumbnails as seen with these two extra examples, but with numerous other creators as well. The Stokes twins have copied a YouTuber by the name of Unspeakable on more than one occasion, not only with the thumbnail but also with the title all the way down to not one, not three, but two full stops at the end of the sentence. They've gotten themselves on the news and almost into prison for their stupid pranks, had multiple video responses from those who have had their thumbnails and ideas stolen from them, and even gotten into Twitter wars with celebrities like Faze for stealing a bunch of his content. These scumbags are so bad that they make A for the Russian Copycat look like a humble original YouTuber. So who are these deplorable goons? The Stokes twins channel is run by two brothers from the US state of California, who have accumulated a touch over 10 million subscribers, and last month had their best 30 days ever, gaining a whopping 180 million views, most of which coming from stolen ideas, thumbnails, and even the most meticulous elements of different videos, such as their camera angles. Before they developed their favorite hobby of ripping off other people's content, they began as classic twinfluencers talking about their life as twins. However, after realizing that no one cared about their life as twins, they took the same path as all e-boy douchebag YouTubers in the late 2010s and started uploading pranks, which is where the YouTube world was first introduced to the stupidity of these two morons. The Stokes twins thought it would be a good idea to stage a bank robbery prank in October 2019. Midway through the prank, they would call an Uber and tell the driver that they had just robbed a bank and that they now needed the Uber driver to help them get away.
What is it?
Our getaway driver just bailed on us. So,
Is it, what is it? What is this?
Up until this point, nothing had gone wrong. However, after many onlookers witnessed them jumping into the Uber looking like they had obviously just robbed a bank, the police were called, and the Uber driver was ultimately held at gunpoint by police under the assumption that he was involved in the actual bank robbery. After then being caught by police themselves, the twins were arrested and slapped with a summons to appear in court at a later date.
You guys just get out of an Uber a minute ago? You're videotaping stuff? This is what's gonna get someone potentially gun stuck or someone hurt. What the? We have people stopping in the middle of the street because they're watching this. Guys pulling up ski masks, throwing stuff on the ground, changing clothes.
Despite facing up to 9 years in prison, the twins would plead guilty and receive 160 hours of community service and a year's probation. But despite how unforgivable this stupid prank was, the Stokes twins' scumbaggery was really only just warming up. After their arrest for the bank robbery, YouTube hilariously changed their content policy to no longer allow any dangerous or threatening pranks, including fake home invasions and robberies. With their reliable prank video style now breaking TOS, they would pivot their content to include challenge-style videos, and with such, they would begin to rip off every other YouTuber under the sun.
Everything that I've come across on their channel so far is a complete rip-off or copy of another video.
It started off somewhat innocently. They'd steal an idea from another creator but make their own thumbnail in line with the style of their own channel. Examples of this include their Twins vs Twins challenge series or their Instagram controls our life for a day video, where you can witness a reasonable amount of originality. However, after Faze posted this video DMing 100 celebrities to see who would reply, everything changed for the Stokes twins. Faze posted his video on the 18th of May 2019, in which he respectfully credited another creator for the original idea.
I do want to give a shout out to Ryan Trahan. I think that's how you pronounce your last name, but I saw this on his channel, so all credit to him, and I think this was just pretty dope.
Also creating his own original thumbnail. However, along come the Stokes twins with fewer subscribers and absolutely zero dignity, copying Faze thumbnail completely. The positioning, the expression, the style, the angle of the messages, and even the yellow drop shadow, while giving absolutely no credit to Faze throughout the video or even in the description. Now perhaps they thought that since they had less subscribers, their video wouldn't perform as well and it therefore didn't matter if they simply copied a larger creator. However, the Stokes twins video exploded and not only gained more views than all of their other non-copied copied videos, but it even gained more views than Faze Rug's original version. They would then repeat this move with cutting people's earphones, then giving them AirPods, copied word for word and style for style from That Was Epic, which once again performed substantially better than their non-copied videos. Since many of the videos they had been posting were copied from other large YouTubers like That Was Epic or Faze Rug, who likely figured that talking about it would simply give them nothing but extra attention, the Stokes twins would go on copying YouTuber after YouTuber with minimal backlash. However, there was only so many videos they could copy before another creator properly snapped back at them for their unethical antics. In April 2020, the Stokes twins would post a video titled The Problem with Online Classes, which came less than 1 month after another YouTuber called Charles the French posted a video titled under the exact same name. The Stokes twins had done what you might call the correct thing and made their own thumbnail. However, the content itself was such a close ripoff that it might as well have been the same script.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this online class.
Alright everyone, welcome to your first day of online class.
Click present when I call your name.
Click the spacebar so know your presence.
Jack? Okay. Peter? Okay.
Charles?
Present.
Andrew? Lexi? Alan?
Radon is accumulates in places where ventilation is inadequate, such as in an underground mine, maybe build up inside.
Okay, moving on to calculating circumference of the sun. The sun is at the star's center.
I want us together to try to grab the knowledge from this class.
I want us together to try to grab knowledge from this class.
I want us to grab ass.
I want us to grab this ass.
Understandably, Charles the French wasn't very happy and would then upload a video titled Did the Stokes twins copy us?, calling them out for stealing his jokes.
Some of these jokes are a little bit similar. It must be a coincidence. No, it's not! Some people say copied, they say inspired. Let's say it's heavily inspired. Heavily inspired.
The Stokes twins received so much backlash for copying the jokes that you have to scroll through over 100 comments on their video just to find anything that isn't roasting them for being copycats, which clearly had some effect on them as they couldn't hold their tongue and would then respond to Charles the French, where they would go on to paint themselves as victims of content theft, which apparently justified them in stealing Charles the French's video.
As an influencer, I can say pretty much every single one of our original ideas, jokes, and videos that we've spent days coming up with gets stolen with no credit given or recognition whatsoever. It's a very common thing for us to open up pretty much any app and see people steal, recreate, and copy our videos scene for scene and even down to the same lines with the same body movements and mannerisms.
However, to their credit, they did take a bit of responsibility for copying Charles's original video.
We'll start off by saying we definitely should have done a better job crediting you. The intro, setup, and grab ass scene were definitely inspired.
And from this point onwards, everything was fixed. They never copied another video from anyone else ever again. Obviously, I'm kidding. If anything, the copying only got worse from here on out. Perhaps because they had now been exposed and there was really no decline in their viewership, it might have even reinforced that there was in reality minimal downside for stealing content from other large creators. Possibly for this reason, the Stokes twins began to go after the real YouTube whales for their quote-unquote inspiration. The Stokes twins copied David Dobrik's thumbnails, ideas, and even camera angles, doing the same for MrBeast with his I went back to first grade for a day by using the same font, style, and intro.
Today, me and the crew are going back to first grade.
Today, we're going back to kindergarten.
Just to put the cherry on top of the cake, the Stokes twins would also copy MrBeast's banner, which reads subscribe for a cookie, by making their banner subscribe equals cookie, which you might call yet another heavily inspired piece of media. Besides from a few fans posting about the stolen content to MrBeast subreddit and a video posted by the Asher Show, all of this would go somewhat unnoticed. MrBeast hasn't mentioned any of this as he did with A4 the Russian copycat, possibly because he's too busy with teamseas.org. However, there's another creator on a similar level as MrBeast who has had a much harder time remaining silent after having his content stolen. If there was one person who had the justification to snap, it was Faze Rug. The Stokes twins began their thumbnail copying antics with Faze Rug, so it's only fitting that he was the first big 10 million plus subscriber creator to properly call them out. Faze Rug had kept silent on the matter for over a year and a half. However, when it got to the point of literally just straight up copying and pasting the thumbnail with their own reaction, Rug decided that enough was enough.
It's totally cool to do the same idea because I've done the same, but copying and pasting the thumbnail is where it's effed up. My thumbnail guy spent hours on it just for it to be completely stolen. Crazy, lol.
Rug would receive replies from multiple other larger YouTubers stating,
sheesh, I get smaller YouTubers doing this, but bruh, they're just doing it in broad daylight. You can even see where he failed to remove Rug's finger off the original thumbnail, bro. That's literally the exact same thing, damn.
Despite the call out and backlash, the thumbnail remains unchanged with the video sitting at over 10 million views. I guess the Stokes twins never really learnt their lesson, but rather got better at simply ignoring the criticism.